I have no Palace kit to put on, so welcome back to Palace Mad Mason. That's better. Full time at Anfield in the last 16 in the Carabao Cup. Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 3. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that obviously Liverpool changing their team made it more difficult for us, because obviously it didn't. It made it easier for us. Liverpool unexpectedly, and I think very much surprisingly, changed their team to the one that lost 3-2 against Brentford, and they're really struggling at the moment in their Premier League form. And the only person that kept his place was Milos Kerkez, who they signed from Bournemouth in the summer. And when you looked at their bench and they had no insurance on that bench, I genuinely thought that we was going to win this game anyway. Even though Palace did make 5 changes from the team that lost 1-0 against Arsenal in the game on Sunday, with Walter Benitez coming in for Dean Henderson in goal, JD Canvo replacing Chris Richards, who had apparently a slight calf problem. Adam Wharton was taken ill on the way to the game, wish him well, and in his place was Will Hughes. Eddie Nketiah started ahead of Jean-Philippe Mateta, and Borna Sosa started ahead of Tyrick Mitchell. And I think them changes were necessary when you look at the amount of changes that Liverpool made. You know, those players that were brought in should be able to go to Anfield with a team that Liverpool had out there and win. And 3-0... couldn't ask for much more. About the goals, the first goal was more like an assist from Joe Gomez, to be honest. And it was a good finish into the bottom right hand corner past Freddie Woodman, formerly of Preston, from Ismail Assar, a player who loves scoring against Liverpool. You know, I've criticised him in the last couple of games, in the game against Larnaca and the game against Arsenal, but tonight he really showed his calibre of play. And the second goal really showed that, the link-up play between him and Jeremy Pino, who obviously I am very happy that he's finally got his first competitive goal for Crystal Palace after signing in late August for us from Villarreal as a sort of replacement for Ebereeze. And I'm glad that he got on the score sheet tonight to make it 3-0 after Liverpool went down to 10 men. But as much as this video is about the game, let's talk about our quarter-final opponents. Now, this will sound very familiar, as we played this team at this stage of the competition last season. We're through to the quarter-final for the second season in a row. So that implies that we will play Arsenal away, and that is exactly the case. But one thing I will say is that I don't know how we're going to play this game, because it's on week commencing the 15th of December, apparently, the Carabao Cup quarterfinals, where Cardiff City, the lowest ranked team left in the competition, they're at home against Enzo Maresca's Chelsea. Newcastle, the holders, are at home against Fulham, and Manchester City are at home to Brentford. And then obviously we've got Arsenal against Palace. So when you look at those games there, then you can decide really if we got to the semi-final, who would we play there? But as I was saying, 15th of December is when we're meant to be playing the quarter-final. We're at home to Cups QPO on our last game of the Conference League phase on the 18th of December. So you can't really give us the game on the 16th, or definitely not the 17th of December. So that means it'll probably get moved to the week before. But hold on, we're away against Shelbourne in the Conference League on the 11th. So you can't put it on the 9th or the 10th. But then you look at the week after, on the Sunday, the 21st of December, we're away against Leeds. So you can't really put it on Tuesday, the 23rd of December. So what does that leave you? Wednesday, the 24th of December. Surely not a Christmas Eve match. I'm well up for that, by the way. Surely not, right? Like, I doubt it. It's our game will probably have to be moved either 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after the other quarterfinals have been played. Surely. Like, that's the only way I can think of it with our schedule. But then again, as a European side, I've been told that December is torture. So, there you go. We'll have to see what December's like when we get there. But anyway, 3-0 win against a young, much-changed Liverpool side in the Carabao Cup. Really happy with it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the review, not vlog, I'm afraid, of the game against Brentford in the Premier League on Saturday.